Shane has a fantastic idea for us, chat, in Rust. It's not going to end well. It'll probably end in 1, possibly 2 helicopters being blown up. But it's going to be hilarious. Chat, thank you for the hype train there. Appreciate y'all. It's going to be hilarious. So Shane wasn't going to be around, but his plans have changed to a week from Friday. Because, yeah, Shane had plans, but he will be around now. So, very excited. I'm looking forward to Shane's idea. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to have our battle royale. And then maybe try Shane's idea. And then maybe like a fireworks show. And whatever time that ends on stream is when we just end stream. It might be an early stream. Might be a short stream. I don't know. We'll see. Because I don't really have anything else I want to like accomplish on Rust. Per se. So yeah. That's kind of my plans with it for Friday night. So tomorrow night, chat. It might be 8 o'clock when we end the stream, or 9 o'clock. I don't know. I don't know how long our battle royale is really going to, how long it's going to take us, you know? I just don't know. But either way, tomorrow night's the grand finale of Rust. 18-hour stream. I don't think so, Steven, but you never know. Tomorrow night's the battle royale, and we'll just see how it turns out, you know? Yeah. Jump in. I could jump into it for a little bit. You're right, Carney, country boy. I don't know. I kind of don't necessarily like switching games during streams. I don't know why. I usually don't do that very often. So, I mean, well, it'll probably take us a while to accomplish the battle royale and everything. So yeah. And you know, if we have a shorter stream, well, that's okay. Won't be the end of the world, right? Won't be the end of the world. It might be, but it shouldn't be. I mean, it's the end of Rust. Which actually the Rust server is not going away right away. I am going to keep the server up for a little bit, so. Hey, Carney Country Boy, I appreciate the input, man. I do. I appreciate it. Who's this? Wow. I just got one of those things where it's like, great news, text this word to this to get $2,500. Holy cow, chat. Maybe block communication with that account. With that number on my phone, yep. We'll go ahead and delete and block that person. Don't know who that is. Like, why is my phone lighting up with the blue? Usually that means I have like an email or a text, so. I was curious. Sorry, chat. Fire Shadow, what's up, dude? I'm doing great, before you ask. Hope you're doing well. I know you're going to. Yeah, what's our current weather? 95 feels like 107, 50% humidity. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Sounds awful. Sorry, I'm off my phone now, chat. Do I jump in? Maybe you can learn a thing. Probably not. Waller. New phone charger. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I actually was kind of thought today I was going to have to play Captain Ministry or something else. Oh, here's the plow tractor, the 4955. That's right. I forgot Sarge had that all set up for the plow. Yeah. Thought I was going to have to play something else. I couldn't find the server. The server would not show up on the list for like the longest time this afternoon. I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spaghettios. I was a little nervous, chat. Not gonna lie. I was a little nervous there for a while. Alright, we gotta go find something for this tractor before we grab our planter. As we have them, we might as well use them, chat. We don't need them. per se, but I sure 50, yes. Holy cow. They go like that? Okay. Come on. There we go. I don't know why, Chap. I really like the look of these tanks on this tractor. They don't quite work 100%, like they don't look 100% right, but I like them. Oh. Tiny Country Boy, I actually didn't realize that. Can I not fill these up here? Is this empty? This is empty. In the bottom right, that's position in the queue. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know that. Did that just fill for $0? I'm confused. It was like it didn't want to give me any. What's in this tank? This tank is supposed to have liquid fertilizer in it. Why won't it? Never mind. We'll just not worry about that. That tank has been working. I don't know why. Whatever. Oh, I was looking at what seat I was switching to. And I go past it anyway. Go. Alright, is Buddy gonna be fine here on this end? Turn around. Or is he doing the wobbles with this thing? Does he wobble? Does he wobble, or is that an articulated tractor that wobbles? I can't remember. It's the speed that gets him. Oh, he's locked in. Never mind. No wobbles here. No wobbles on that guy. Okay. All right, let's head up north and work on the 1, 2, 3 field with that hired guy. We do need some end rows on the right side, it looks like. I'm going to start on the south side, work on that, smooth it off. And then once I get that kind of a nice rectangle there, I'm just going to move on to the small fields with this tractor. Because it's easy to hire on the big fields, but of course on the small fields, you're better off just do it yourself, you know, with this big equipment. So, not a big deal. Icebreaker 202. What's going on? What's the 202 stand for? Or does it? I need to know. Icebreaker. I don't know why I need to know, but I need to know. If you feel like sharing, you don't have to. Oh, goodness. Let's do it, chat. Let's do some seeding. We're planting corn. We need corn for lots of things. Actually, just wet corn, too. Not even dry corn. We're working towards whiskey, which is wet corn. And we need more wet corn for our ethanol. Need more dry corn, but we'll start with wet corn first. So, need a lot of kern. Plugger, you got a bigger kern head to send me to? Just asking for a friend. His name's left. I don't think he wants to harvest all the fields and corn again. Definitely not barley. That's for sure. That was pretty funny, though, having to harvest barley twice because of a whoopsie. It happens. It happens. Do we need propane for ethanol? Yes, and that's why I'm not currently making ethanols, because I just didn't feel like hauling propane down there. If Plugger's going to mod a trailer for me, then I'm not going to haul ethanol or haul propane today. So, yeah. I'll just wait for a modded trailer. I just, you know, make life go a lot faster. You know? Just saying. You can't remember. Icebreaker, all good. I was just curious. I'm kind of nosy sometimes, you know? As I itch my nose. It happens. Yeah, a little nosy sometimes, but hey, it happens, right? If nothing else, you got to look at it this way. It got you to leave another comment in my stream. So am I nosy or just, you know, trying to carry on a conversation with y'all? Makes you wonder, doesn't it, sometimes? It doesn't. It doesn't make anybody wonder, I know. All right, we are on GPS with the flex on this seeder. Holy cow, this planter. It's kind of real, chat. We may have to cheat up on our GPS line a little bit because of, you know, trees, but that's fine. We'll just run GPS because, you know, I'm a millennial. I can't possibly steer a tractor in a field. Just throwing it out there. The flex, though, is so real. Couldn't possibly actually drive a tractor, chat. I can't do that. Oh, goodness. So, we'll have to go up north there and fix that. The first step is to get this squared out down here. And then do a little over there. End rows, fix that, and then I'm moving on. I'll move on to, like, probably 27, get that knocked out. And hit a bunch of the smaller fields, so... yeah. You know, speaking of nicknames, chat, that's actually one thing I've never told you guys about me, what my nickname was growing up. And really, there was only like one person that called me it. It was my my one brother. Because apparently he couldn't say John back in the day because he's only 2 years older than me. So instead, he called me something else, and I'm not going to tell y'all because it's embarrassing. But that's one thing about my life I've never told you guys. Yeah. What's the best website for mods? So the only website that I would actually recommend, because I know it's safe and there's no like weird stuff, is the Papa Smurf website. !Smurf in the chat. Of course, there's plenty of other websites out there. I don't personally use those. I mostly either get my mods sent to me by like people like Trent sends me mods, or Matt. I don't often go looking for mods, to be honest. So, and I know that might sound bad, but I just don't. He did not call me Johnny Biscuit, no. No. Plus, a lot of the mods that I use with the higher capacity and all that stuff, those are all from the Papa Smurf website. Mostly from Mr. Plugger, but he posts his stuff on Papa's website, so that's where I get a lot of my stuff, is from Mr. Plugger. He'll hit me up on Discord later and send me he'll send me a new mod pack to try out. So yeah, trying to find an autoloader. So hang on, what's it under? So the one that I have is from the Mod Hub. But we have the minion weight on here. I didn't even know that. We don't have one. Probably should. The one that we use is from the Mod Hub, and it's a 2-part mod. You actually have to have... I don't see it at all in here. I feel like not everything shows up in here, by the way. I know not everything shows up in here. I don't see it at all in here. But it's a 2-part mod. You need the actual trailers, and then you need the you actually need the script as well. So there's 2 mods you have to download. One, I believe, is under trailers, and the other one is under gameplay, I believe. It's kind of weird. Childhood nicknames, oh boy. Yeah, look out. But it's basically, the picture is basically, I'm trying to think of it. It's basically this trailer, this Crone trailer. I believe the picture on the Mod Hub is basically this, and then you have to go in the gameplay and download like the script that actually makes it work. Wait. Are you on PC or console though, Genesis? So if you're on console, it's not there. PC, okay. You decided to move a bunch of stuff while there? Nice. I think if I play any tonight, that's what I'm going to work on my off-stream map. Yeah. I think. Oh, nice. Very nice, Genesis. Very nice, man. But I don't know if I'm going to play that tonight. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping to do something tonight. Kind of. But I don't know. We'll see. Kind of hoping to do something tonight, but we'll see. Hopper goes into like your wire. That's all I've done so far is like the wire with it. Yeah, Bert. Sarge and I started in Rest the other night. I built like basically the base, right? And then Sarge came in, and actually Shane came in. Shane logged out in the middle of the build, so like I couldn't upgrade the piece of floor he's laying on, so it's still thatch. Everything else is like high quality metal, and then there's just one thatch piece I can't upgrade because he's laying on it. So need to get him in there sometime so I can finish upgrading it, or tell him to upgrade it. But yeah, so I built like the base, and then Sarge came down, and I did a couple flights back and forth, like moving ammo and stuff down there, because I made a lot of ammo, like thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds in Rust we have now, but that's okay. Sarge came in and we worked on a few things, and we changed the design of our base a little bit, and added some I can't tell you what we added. Some evil. We added some evil. I can tell you that much. We upped the security of the base a little bit as well. From over from like what I was working on. And yeah, I'm fairly confident in the base we built. Yeah. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Well, you see, it's for the last round, and that's all I can tell you. I can't tell you because, you know, the enemy might be watching right now, you know. And for the record, like, the whole thing, we're just there to have fun, you know. And I think even before the battle, like, I have a kind of a speech planned almost, you know, kind of, where it's like, you know, if we're not having fun, then or if you're not here to have fun and just take this for what it is and just have fun with it, then just log out. Yeah, I think that's ultimately what I'm going to say, like, before we start battling. Hans don't have to be distracted. You should be able to just drop it in there, yeah. It needs to be a zip, definitely, though. Okay, thank you, Vigorous Bull. Genesis, read his comment. There you go. Read Vigorous Bull. You shall all die. You shall not pass. Never seen that movie. Know the line. But basically, I mean, we're just, it's not a serious, like, battle. Although I had an idea. I need to, like, run it past people, but, like, maybe the next time we play Rust, I don't even want to say it, because it's like, it could be crazy. It could be crazy. I don't know. I have to, you know, there's ideas that swirl in my head, and then I tell people, and they're just like, you're an idiot. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. People don't actually say that to me. I mean, not too often. Well, you know, it does happen. It's, you know what I mean, chat, right? You know what I mean. Anyway. But I do have an idea. I think that could be kind of interesting. It could be like kind of weird to watch it, but it could be kind of fun at the same time. Because like just playing Rust is, I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, but I think if we added something to it, like more incentive for people to play. In a way, could be entertaining, right? Could be entertaining. All right. Yeah. This will be our last pass going net. Okay. 5 guys knocking it out. Look at him go, chat. Look at him go. You know the worst part? I think I need to lime a bunch of this too. Yeah, that I need to purchase info on a bunch of these fields too. Oh, they're bad. Oh no. Oh no. Buy a bunch of these maps up. Don't really like to spend the money, but hey. It's part of it, chat. That just made all these fields look so bad. That's what it accomplishes. It just makes your land look so bad. Yeah, you really do need to lime everything, dum-dum. Dum-dum. Alright, Bear, what? Alright. I mean, it could happen, Bert. Judge, what's up, man? How you doing today? Bert, I mean, it could happen. That's actually not that far from where the Battle Royale is going to happen, first off. That definitely could happen, though. I won't do that. I mean, I wouldn't be the one to sneak away to do that. You know, I'd have to have somebody else do that. Like, hey, Sarge, run out the back door that we don't have on our base. Actually, we don't have a back door. Is that bad? Uh-oh. We don't have a back door on our base. We have 5 front doors. But only 1, no back doors. Doggy lover, my day is going. How is your day going? That's the important question here. Welcome in. Day. 4 days of eggs per month. So, Genesis, I believe they produce every day. It might be set to months. I'm not sure. I run my seasons on 1-day months. And to be honest, that's all I've ever done. So I don't actually know. Maybe on our next map we play more days, but at the same time, I feel like all I do is fast time right now. So, you know, but I'm not sure, Genesis, actually. No backdoor seems like a design flaw. Yeah, and the problem is, Vigorous Bull, it's all upgraded to like high quality. So, that would be really hard to add a backdoor now. We would probably have to get rocket launchers out to add a backdoor to the house. Day's going really good. Awesome. Awesome. Glad to hear it, doggy lover. Glad to hear it. That is good. Always glad to hear you guys are having good days or good weeks or something cool happened in your life. You know, there's so much bad news out there. It's good to hear about good. What's going good in your day? Like, let's hear it. Reach it. Oh goodness. I got up and there were eggs in the fridge so I could make eggs for breakfast. That was a good start to my day. Because I wasn't sure if there were any eggs left in our fridge or not. I was like, we might be out of eggs. Shotgun renovation. Nah, I think it'd be more like a rocket launcher renovation, Judge. It's high quality metal, my guy. It'd be real. They produce every 24-hour cycle. Okay, Vigorous Bull. I wasn't sure. I'm not sure how that works. Yeah. Not totally sure, my guy. Have like thanks to the bits. The 8 bits. Are you watching? Are ads still a thing? Can you get bits from watching ads? Is that still a thing on Twitch? I know it used to be. I don't know if that's still a thing. We used to There used to be a bunch of us in TeamSpeak. We'd all like watch ads trying to earn bits. Be like, yeah, I got 10. All right, go gift them to somebody quick. I remember those days. I think I got 100 one time for watching an ad, and I thought I was cool stuff, man. It's like all I did was watch an ad. I'm not that cool. That's okay. Oh, that's quite a video the Shark the Weather channel just tweeted out. Okay. That's something, all right. Did y'all see that flooding out west, by the way? Out in like Yellowstone? Crazy, chat. Alrighty, Bert. We will catch you. Yeah, that flooding out west was insane. Or is insane. Was, yeah. Crazy, chat. Simply crazy. Alright, so basically what I'm seeing here is we probably, well, I don't know, because there's a lot. Like, it would probably take some lime, but, you know, what happened here? Oh, that's the old edge that, I didn't know Laugh made that square. I'm assuming he left it that. That's funny. Well, I know he just limed a bunch the other day, so. I don't know. It's all good either way. Alright. Need to head north. So chat, this field's a little big up here in case y'all haven't picked that up. I think we get, what is it, like 2 million corn off this one field or something? It's a lot. It's like a lot. Whatever it is, I don't remember. But it's a good field for corn. There's a lot of good dirt in here that makes good kern, so we are good there. Oh, and chat, I know this is kind of far off, and I probably shouldn't even talk about it because, you know, it may not happen. But sometime this fall, before Christmas light season, let's put it that way. Sometime before Christmas light season. Yeah, I need to have it done before Christmas light season. Sometime before then, I will be taking like a week off of streaming. Because my computer setup's going to get ripped apart. Like, completely. This temporary room that I'm in out here that I don't talk about too often, but the space I'm in, Dad and I are going to redo it a little bit. And, or a lot, actually. It's going to change a lot. Won't look much different for you guys, but IRL is going to be way different. Okay? And, it's gonna involve like taking every piece of technology that I have in this room, except for maybe my modem and router, because we still want internet in the house, you know. Everything else will be taken out and put somewhere else in the house. So my computers might just end up in my living room on the floor for a couple days, not hooked up, which is gonna be a long week. You know? Hey, you know what? Speaking of, I'm kind of doing this in a dumb way here. I can shift my GPS line. Yeah. Okay. Let me shift my GPS line so I can actually do all this, you know, in one pass without having to come back. Just saying. Might as well do this in 2 passes instead of 3, right? Alright. We'll light it up here and hopefully it'll work on the top edge of the field. But yeah, so ripping the setup apart. Sometime this fall, Dad and I have been kind of talking about our plans for redoing this space a little bit. The goal is to get a little bit, at least, of insulation in here, because I really don't have any insulation currently. So that's kind of one of our goals, is to make this space a little bit more efficient. And probably going to involve a week of no streams, but it'll be a while before that happens. So, all right, there we go. We can go all the way down to there. So, all right, we got it. So definitely have to get with Carson, because Carson actually has my space 3D like modeled. and kind of tell him what the plans are and go from there. So, and that like backdrop thing I've talked about, like that's totally a thing as well. That's going to happen probably around the same time. So probably will leave the room in this configuration I'm in right now with the green screen and stuff and the angled camera. Probably going to leave that until this fall. And then, I don't know what we'll do. I mean, I have big ideas. We'll see how many of them happen, you know, but more LEDs, more interactive with chat with the LEDs. Like, you know, anytime there's an alert or something, like lights are going to flash and stuff is the hope anyway. So yeah, that is the hope. Hey, Genesis, that's awesome. That's awesome. Figures Bill, thank you for helping out, man. Appreciate the help. It's really weird the way they did that, isn't it, Genesis? Where you have to have 2 mods to make it work. You know, they call it auto load, and then you still have to download the auto load part. It's kind of weird to me, to be honest, but it is what it is, and that right there is why the Puma Plow community is so awesome, helping each other out, you know? Just saying. Yep. Appreciate it, Chad. Do appreciate it. But yeah, the room remodel is going to be fun. Like I said, I think the biggest goal is to try to make this space better. Make it better. Oh, you had an older one. I got you. Okay. Yeah, it's I've never seen that abbreviated down like that. But that makes sense because you can't say the actual thing and you'll get in trouble. It's pallets, like the whole production thing is cool in Farm Sim, don't get me wrong. Like playing pallet simulator all the time just kind of, it gets old. You know, on our first map, we even went to auto loads on there, but for the most part, you know, on Elm, we definitely tried to like play forklift sim. And I'm gonna be honest, if it weren't for Farmer Nick would come in like an hour before streams and stay in sometimes an hour or two after, just moving pallets around. And he put in the hours on the old forklift, the electric little forklift. He put in a lot of hours. So I don't think a lot of people know that, but yeah, Farmer Nick was he was the man with the forklift, and he did a lot for us. So really appreciate his time helping with that. And now he's working full time and he's busy now. Maybe in the winter we'll get to see him again when he's out of work. Oh no. Gotcha, Ferris Bull. Okay. I got you, man. Yeah, so these trees, chat, you can tell they're way too close to the field, right? That's what messes up the AI worker up here. He gets too close. And then he turns around. He's like, nah, not doing that, bro. So if I would run a manual pass up here first with a seeder, then it would be fine. But because I didn't do that, these are the issues we have to deal with now. And that's fine. It happens. It definitely happens. I just like the tanks on that tractor, I'm telling you. The hubs don't line up like they should mount in the hubs, the rear there. It's kind of inside the rim, but who's I mean, from back here, do you really notice that? You probably do now that I told you, but it's one of those things, like, you don't notice it until somebody points it out, and then you're just like, oh man, that's all I can see. Like, you know, when I'm putting up Christmas lights and there's one bulb out, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not worrying about that one bulb. Mr. Barrett, welcome back, sir. But then, like, every time I look at my Christmas lights, I see that one bulb out, but nobody else does. Nobody else is going to notice one out of like 25,000 or 20,000 that are out, but I know it's out. Some that I'm like, it's 19,998. A couple out, you know? I don't get that picky about my lights anymore. I mean, I would like to think I do, but I don't. I've got this tree that I made years ago, and all the lights that are on it, I got like 75 or 80% off at Lowe's one year. Like, they were hidden way in the back of the shelf, and it was like January 10th or 15th or something. Dad and I happened to be in Lowe's, and I was like, you know what? Just for fun, I'm going to go look at Christmas stuff. And sure enough, they had these lights, and they were pushed so far back on the shelf that, like, I'm assuming other people didn't see them. I bought every single one because they were like giving them away. They're white LEDs, and I had them for probably a year before I knew what to do with them. And I was like, hey, cool, let's build this tree. Well, like a third of them don't work, but there's so many lights on the tree that you can't tell a third of them don't work because they're like overlapped, you know? So it's like, yeah. See what you can barely. Biggest bull. You need some glasses, my dude? The lights I forgot in a bucket in the rafters. Sounds like something I would do, Sean, yeah? Sounds like something I would do. Dude, I got Christmas lights everywhere. It's bad. It's bad. Somehow, Sean, the candy cane / snowman project, because like you order lights by the 25 or 50. You order individual bulbs and you order individual sockets, right, for that. And you like use wire and make up your own strands. I was looking for liquid electrical tape yesterday, which by the way is the coolest stuff ever. And yeah, I didn't realize I had this box that is just stuffed with C7 LEDs that I'm not using. Yeah. Oh, you're currently wearing glasses. Probably time for a new. I got you, Biggest Bull. Okay. Catch, man. Sean, why do you have to give me bad ideas? Sean. Sean, why do you have to give me ideas? Don't do that to me. Because now you have me thinking like... The ones that farm over shop. What? You mean like the lights in the loft that I forget about sometimes? Is that what you guys are talking about? God, that would be kind of cool. Because I'm thinking like, could I make like... Because... Yeah, I definitely sometimes yeah, those were the lights I put in the tree last year, Bert. There were like 3,000 lights that I forgot about. Maybe 3 or 4,000 lights. They went in my first tree next to the driveway last year. So we talked about making or having made like a Puma Plow neon sign, right? With like the logo. But I'm wondering, could I make one out of Christmas lights? And like, how bad would it look? It would have to be really big though. That's the only thing. It would have to be massive to make it look good. Yeah, no, never mind. Because it would be so heavy it'd pull that wall down. It would pull the whole wall down. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Never mind. Change plans, chat. Change the plans. It would have to be so heavy. Because actually, like, those snowmen, y'all don't realize those snowmen, they're pretty tall. Don't get me wrong. They're like 7 foot tall. They are so heavy. Yeah, that's true too, Bert. I'd have to put them on a dimmer somehow too. Because otherwise it would just be way too much. Like the RGB lights, Sean? Oh boy. I'm not even going to entertain that thought, Sean. No, what I'm really thinking for that background is probably maybe some of those like nano leaf things, although those are kind of like yesterday on Twitch, to be honest. Either some of those, maybe like some acoustic type foam stuff with like LEDs around the edges. You can do that too. I don't really know yet, to be honest, what I'm fully thinking with that backdrop. I'd like to have like a rolling wall with shelves on it, but that adds a lot of like complicatedness to it. You got to have like structure and stuff like that, you know? Actually, Sean, I was thinking about hacking that thing open and removing the lights that are in it and putting like an RGB light of some kind in it. Maybe getting like a short rope light, tube light or something and putting that inside there so that it could be RGB and not just, you know, white. Because how cool would it be like when you guys, you know, somebody gives a sub and that thing flashes like different colors? That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Right? The beacons. Oh god, you want me to put a beacon back there? If I don't have to stare at it, that'd be cool with that. But I also, the other thought, to be honest, and I don't know if I would do this, but the other thought with the, like a backdrop like that is literally just paint it green or put green material on it. So I don't have to have a giant green screen, you know, a whole wall behind me, but just have something that's right behind me and then light it appropriately. I still think lights on the back of my chair would be the best thing. You know, because you need to light the green screen evenly behind. And I really do think that like lights on the back of my chair would be the best thing for that, you know? Let's be honest, I think it would be. On a light bar on the back of the chair, exactly. Yeah, I got those, I don't even know what they're called. They're Philips Hue. They're not super big little light bar things. You duct tape a couple of those back there, you'd be good to go. Just saying. Good to go. I mean, yes and no, Sean. I mean, I like the green screen because, I don't know, it almost looks more professional to have, like, not a backdrop. But at the same time, like, having a cool background that's interactive would be cool too, you know? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Or we just go, like, all the way with this room and actually, like, finish this room out correctly. And then I could just have, like, an actual shelf behind me with, like, stuff and RGBs and stuff. I don't know if Dad would go for that, but I would. Darker green. No, you want, for a green screen, you want nice and bright. It needs to be that nice bright green. Yeah. I would probably, I do want to get away from a green screen though. Maybe I can convince Dad to actually like build out this room the way it should be done this fall. Maybe. Like, the problem that I have, you guys know I'm in a temporary space that has kind of become permanent. But there's like, from like where the garage wall is to like where my quote unquote wall is, there's what's it called? There's like shelves with a bunch of random stuff on it. Really, all the shelves should be ripped out. Yeah. Pepper, we'll catch you later, buddy. Cable guy, what's up? Well, cable guy, it's his house. I don't own this house. You know what I mean? I can't just like do what I want when I don't own the space I'm in, you know? What I really want to do is rip all this stuff out here, rip down all the drywall in the back half of the garage, build my wall across the garage. I do want to put a big door in there just in case, you know. And then re-insulate or just insulate in general. My garage walls do have a little insulation on them, but not enough. I want to put like a lot of insulation in. A for sound and B for temperature. And then build out this. Maybe I can convince him just to do it. Let's do it right, you know? Yeah. Nice, Waller. I think the biggest thing with automatic or captive industry is just trial and error. Trial and error is going to be real in that game, you know? Yeah. That's why, like, I think Sarge has restarted, like, several times now. You know? Like, my buddy Casey's restarted, like, 5 or 6 times. So. Little barn / streaming studio at the farm. J-Stacks, maybe someday, actually. Yeah, when Starlink gets better. Or we get fiber out there. Because they're putting fiber around, but I also wouldn't want to drive to the farm every day. That's like when I'm living down there, you know? Yeah. You can post a screenshot in Discord if you want, Pollard. I can see it in there. I can pull up Discord. J-Stacks, I would love to actually live at my farm someday. Which would be very difficult to actually have the county like allow that, you know, because of floods and stuff. So, but life goals would be to actually live down there and like sell vegetables off the farm and make it a profitable 5 acres and still do like my streaming and stuff probably too. Yeah. When it's like nice weather, I wouldn't be able to stream as much, or maybe I do outdoor streams. I don't know. Or maybe have like 24-hour cameras set up. You never know. That'd be cool. That'd be actually really sick. I'd kind of like to do that now, to be honest. Just like a 24-hour from the farm streaming camera. Maybe one that I can like control and like pivot it, you know? So it'd be like, hey, they're farming, they're harvesting wheat, which they might actually be today. I'm not sure. And we talked to the farmer yesterday, and he was like, yeah, Dad really wants to get this wheat out and get some beans in the ground. Like, yeah. So I don't know how I would accomplish it right now. I'd have to get Starlink, right? Probably. And Starlink is sold out here for like probably another year or so. That's not going to happen right now. There's no other real options for internet down there besides satellite. Kimmy, it's going. Hello, how are you? I saw your base in Rust last night. It looked good. I didn't like spy too hard. I just flew down there to see what y'all had built. Looked good. There is that other thing in that chest. You need to set that up. I don't know where you want to do that, but you need to set that up too. But yeah. The thing we can't talk about on stream. Just throw it in general, Wallert. I got general pulled up over there on that screen. Yeah, Kimmy, I hear you. It's hot. Yesterday was miserable at the farm. Absolutely miserable yesterday there, Kimmy. And we're up to 75 in this room. It's slowly just creeping up. So slowly creeping. Not happy about it, but it is what it is. $97, 115. I almost said 1015. Wait, it's 1,015 degrees where Kimmy lives. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't think that's how that works. Rip. Your cup ramen will be delivered tomorrow. Biggest bowl, my kitchen has a bunch of cup ramen in it now, thanks to first time. So right now, 96 feels like 107 here, Kimmy. Humidity's down a little bit. We had a bunch, like, it was so hazy here yesterday, chat, and I didn't realize what it was at first. I was just like, oh, it's the kind of like this. But in real life yesterday, this is kind of what it looked like. They were saying on the news that there's some Saharan, like, desert dust that blew across into the Gulf and then got sucked up by that weather storm or weather system. And, that's what was causing it to be like hazy here yesterday. Plus some wildfire smoke from out west. And I'm like, you know, I can kind of feel it. I'm not gonna lie, the smoke for sure. I don't do well with smoke in my lungs anymore. It's one of those where you can't smell it, but you can kind of feel it, you know? And I was feeling it yesterday a little bit. I won't lie to y'all. And I actually have a sore throat today, which is probably part of that too. That or I slept with my mouth open all night last night, which can definitely happen too. Not sure. Yeah. I just thought it was crazy. I was like, that's why it's so hazy here. It's literally dust from Sahara. Crazy. It was crazy, but I can definitely feel it. And I kept sneezing yesterday too. Golly, man, I was sneezing like crazy yesterday at the farm. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. After the 24th, you're off for 2 weeks, Kimmy, huh? 24th, so next Friday. Let's go. Awesome. All right, so Wallert, I am looking at your screenshot, by the way. Wallert. Yeah. All the conveyor belts, I think, are live. Conveyor belts and stuff. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. And Kimmy, no worries. I won't make you go outside. I mean, it'd be really strange if I did. I'm not sure how that would work, but yeah. Not sure how that would work. I don't think I can make really anybody do anything, so yeah. Yeah, that's good, Weller. That's good, man. Probably rain. I mean, as long as it's not thunderstorming, that's more time on the PC, right? And I don't know about you, but I'm cool with that. Right? Yeah. All I wanted to do yesterday, I really just found myself sitting at the farm yesterday for a minute. I was like, I just want to go home. I was just at that place at that time yesterday. I was just like, I want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore. And Dad's like, oh, come on, let's go weed the asparagus. Come on. I'm like, I just want to go home. As of a year ago, you can't watch ads for bits. Okay, figures, well, all good. It's kind of a shame they got rid of that too. That was kind of a fun thing. We used to do like there were a bunch of us that sit in teams so you can watch those ads. Yeah, it was fun. We would like compete over it, you know? Like that's the whole thing. We would like compete. Like, oh, who got an ad? What ad is it? How many bits did you get? You hated weeding. Our asparagus is so bad right now too. It's so bad. So much crabgrass and so much purslane. We get that weed purslane and it's awful. Awful. And then like we've had just so many more weeds ever since our flood. We had a flood back in 19 at the farm. And I noticed, I hadn't noticed it until yesterday, but out in the wheat field in front of the farm, which of course definitely got flooded during the flood. There's literally trees growing in the wheat right now. Because the wheat's mature, like it'll be harvested here in the next couple days. And there are literally trees growing like up in the wheat old. And it's like, of course, there was never that seed there before, you know, but that flood just, oh, it brings in all kinds of stuff. There's weeds we have at the farm that Dad hasn't seen since he was a kid. Don't ask me what they were. I don't remember, but he talks about it occasionally. God, I haven't seen that forever. Like, yep, that's what you get after a flood. You just get all kinds of awful stuff. So, and then we noticed, like, you know, we got a lot of like floating debris, and Dad's theory actually makes a lot of sense to me. But we got a lot of debris that floated in off like cornfields and whatnot. And, you know, out in the yard and stuff, we went around with the tractor and like rakes and shovels and raked it all up and, you know, got it in the loader bucket of the tractor and hauled it and dumped it in the garden to let it rot away. But some of it, like around our grain bins, let's say, we didn't really worry about it. And to this day, there's still like nothing that will grow right around our grain bins. And we kind of wonder if there was like that much chemical, like say corn, like a herbicide or something, you know, so much chemical like in that debris when it drifted in that like it settled out and boom, that's why nothing will grow there. It's either that or I don't know what else it would be. But it was all like, you know, organic material out of a field. Hey buddy, you're not on the right angle at all. He was playing at 275. That's not okay. We need you 270, my guy. Like the highway in St. Louis. Come on. 70. Need to run south a little and then 270. There we go. There we go. Now we're locked in, chat. Now he will leave some skippers. We'll clean up eventually. I just want to get him going. Just like field 5. We'll clean that up eventually. Not a big deal. But yeah, that darn flood, man, it messed everything up. I'm okay if I never have to see a flood again, you know? And it was only like a foot of water, too. That's the scary thing. Like, I kind of remember like 93 and 95, but I kind of don't at the same time. Not too much. I can remember, driving on a highway and seeing like a deuce and a half driving through the water, floodwater, like the National Guard. I called. Oh, I did say, not you, like an actual flood. Jeez. That took me way too long to get your joke, by the way. That took me way too long. It happens, right? It happens. Too young to say that. I know it's gonna happen, Bert. I just don't want to live through it. You know, I don't want to see it. I just don't want it to happen, you know? Really need to get our big shed fixed before we have another flood. The south wall of that shed is going to fall out one of these days. The foundation's rolled. Because, you know... Because, you know, Grandpa... Actually, you know what? That probably wasn't Grandpa. That's an original. Grandpa might have replaced it once. I don't know. But, you know, when he poured, like, foundations or whatever for buildings, and this is just what they did back in the day, it's like 1.5 feet in the ground, maybe 2 feet at the most. So, like, not below the frost line. And, in that sandy soil, all these years that foundation's rolled. And it's rolled quite a bit. So the plan always was to, like, jack up that side of the building and cut all the tin off. Cut all the studs off, I think. Maybe not cut the studs off. But definitely cut the tin and go in there with the excavator and pull that out. Yeah, it's the whole thing. Oh yeah. I got you, Bert. I got you. Survived the last flood. No. Wow. Wow. The cute little guys from Halo. Yes. Hey, you think they're cute? Get your eyes checked, Fire. Well, and the worst part about the flood back in 19, like, 19 was just like the worst year of my life. Let's just put it that way. Between like losing mom and like literally being in the hospital and checking like the river forecast at the same time, like, because like the hospital she was in overlooked, a river. We'll just say that much. And so like, looking out her window constantly going, that river's getting bigger, It was just awful. The whole thing was awful. But that's what builds character, right? Builds character or something. Something like that. And I guess if that's the theory, then I guess I have a lot of character after 2019, because woo, that was a rough year. Rough little bit of time there for us, not gonna lie, as a family. Although it was nice because like my brother from Georgia was in town, he was able to help us like pack up the farm. So that was nice. I guess. It really wasn't, but yeah. The worst was when my sister came down. My sister came down and was just like, we need to pack up everything. We're like, yeah, we know. So she started grabbing 5-gallon buckets and, like Rubbermaid totes and stuff like that, and just throwing tools in them. And then later that day, we used the tractor and put all that stuff up in the loft. So literally still to this day, if we're like, where's that at? I haven't seen that in a while. It's upstairs in a bucket. But she was putting stuff like that didn't need to be put up and stuff that like, I don't know. It was kind of funny, but it's still kind of a running joke we have to this day. If we can't find something, even here at the house, if something's like, Dad's like, where's that at? I haven't seen it. It's upstairs in the loft in a bucket. Like everything's upstairs in a bucket. So, and there's a lot of stuff that we haven't even like got back down out of the loft yet, honestly. Like our sandblast cabinet. That's still up there. Haven't done any sandblasting since 2019. Like, or probably, to be honest with you, probably late 17, early 18, to be honest. And we have projects that we want to sandblast, but no, the cabinet's up in the loft. None of it's hooked up. I say we leave it up there and just sandblast in the loft, personally. Sandblast cabinet, shop vac, just go open the loft, put a fan up there, you'd be good to go. Getting the sand up there, you might say would be an issue, but you got the tractor, the loader, no big deal. I think it would make sense. That way when the flood comes, it's already upstairs in the loft. No worry, no harm, no foul. Dad doesn't want to do all that. Because this time of year, you can't stand to be in the loft, of course. Because it's a little hot up there. Actually, he was up there the other day for a second. He came down. He was dripping in sweat. And I was like, yeah, a little warm up there? And he's like, uh-huh. Yeah, I know, Bert. It's miserable up there. Actually, we went back to our combine shed yesterday, Bert, which is... It's not like... It doesn't have, like, ventilation. We'll say that much, okay? The shed has, like, 0 ventilation. And, he goes, hey, tell your people online if they need a sauna, we got one. And I was like, yeah. It's miserable inside that building. Our old hog shed's worse because it's smaller, but it's like a tighter building because, of course, you don't want the hogs to get cold in the winter. Oh, my gosh. It's brutal inside that building. We stepped in there. I think that was yesterday. Sunday. I think it was Sunday. We stepped in there for a second. And I was just like, nope. Not okay with this. And at one time we were actually fixing up that hog shed to be our like shop, quote unquote. And I'm glad we changed our mind on that one. Went with the big shed instead. Because you had some good spray foam and maybe like an air conditioner, it wouldn't be bad in there, but boy, it's like when Satan goes, man, it's hot in there, you know, like that's when it's time. Like, yeah. No, the seed shed. Gotcha. Miserable. Absolutely miserable in there, but in the winter, it's nice because it's warm in there. You know. But that's also, the hog shed is where the snakes like to hang out a lot, so I try not to go in there. You know how like a garage door has like kind of a trough on the bottom almost? One time we opened the garage door that we have on the, because what we did years ago, we took out like the two little doors on the, underneath the eaves, you know, on the, for the hogs, and we filled those in with like tin. And then we put a garage door in the end of the building. So it's like useful now, because before you couldn't hardly walk in there, and now you can actually like drive stuff in there. But Dad opened that garage door one time, and this big old snake fell. It was in that trough, and fell out onto the floor when he opened the door. It got the blood pumping. We'll just say that much. Surprised us, you know. But that's not the first time we've had a snake in that building, so. I try not. I think there's a lot of like mouse activity in there. That's probably why the snakes are there. So, yeah, pretty awful. Wet spot on sunny day. Are you saying because I like peed in my pants? Is that what you're saying? Or like because I sweat so much? I'm confused. Maybe. No, I didn't see it at first, and all of a sudden Dad's grabbing for yeah, I think he had a hoe in his hand. All of a sudden he's swinging that sucker, and I was like, what is going on? And then he turned into like full boomhauer. Man, I tell you, that snake down fell out of the door there, you know. You don't talk quite like that, but you know, it was pretty funny. It was pretty darn funny. All right. Planner's like on his probably not last pass. I bet you he'll leave a skipper. Oh, he's getting it all. Chat. Wow. We'll have to go find another big field to park him in. Like 12. That's okay. But we're knocking it out. Got 3 of these seeders rolling, so you know you can really planters, sorry, really get some stuff done. Really get it done. That is all I know. Yeah, that was kind of terrifying when that snake fell out the door. Not as bad as the day we got 7 snakes at the farm. That was a bad day. That was like a come home, I'm mentally exhausted, like I need to sleep, but I'm gonna have nightmares kind of day, you know. Mr. Bird, it is my break time. Let me get let's let this guy finish, and we'll get him in the next field, and then we'll ride with him while we take our break. I'm actually doing good today. I'm not about to, you know, leave a wet spot on a hot day. All right. But I definitely do need to take my break. I need to get up, stretch, check my air conditioner, although it's doing everything it can. Poor guy. Just can't keep up. Just can't do it, chat. But that's part of the improvements this fall, I think. I think that's what it is. Not necessarily a bigger or better air conditioner, just making the space insulated will help. Oh, sorry, sunny. My bad. My bad. Well, on a hot day, I leave a wet spot from all my sweat. That's the thing. That is definitely, you did say sunny, you're right. Sorry. Sorry. Up, up, up. Oh yeah, we're good. So much corn. So much corn, chat. This is gonna be a lot. So I've been wanting to landscape, and that's why I've been saving money on this map, right? But like, should I just spend the money on fields and not worry about the landscaping? Because I if y'all haven't noticed, I've been dreading doing the landscape. I don't want to do it, which is why it's not done. Because I know it's not going to turn out well. Because the amount of landscaping these fields actually need. Wow, Bert, you're good. You're good, Bert. Don't worry about it. But like, I'm just kind of curious, like, I just buy land? Because I could come down here and buy like 29, 28. 28's a huge field, actually. I don't know if I want to buy a lot of these like little crooked fields, but 29 would be a good one. I don't know. Just kind of like, I don't really want to do the landscaping. If somebody wants to landscape, I would be happy to bring you on the map. Just saying. A 20-meter head for the crow. Oh. Nice plugger. Nice. You got a regular corn head that's bigger? For a combine? Or no? So 7. Yeah. Okay, Genesis, I got you. I got you. Interesting. Not yet. Okay. All right. Because the amount of corn I'm putting in, you know, yeah. We are putting the corn in. That's all I know. Look at the flex. Love the flex. The question is, chat, should we bring back the flex cam too? I always liked the flex cam. That was, and it wasn't to like flex. It was just like, you know, hey, this is my setup. It's cool. Check it out. That's all. That is all. Carson and I were talking about monitors the other day, chat. And he got me thinking, like, things it's like, Carson, why do you recommend this, you know? He got me thinking, chat, and it's not good that I start thinking. I'm not saying I'm doing this, okay? Just for the record. But life goals, right? Never a bad thing to have, you know, life goals, things to achieve in the future, maybe. But he was saying like 332s, like bottom row main desk, right? 332s, which I would stick off the desk on both sides. So that probably wouldn't even work to begin with. That would be like way off the desk, but then I could mount them all. Okay, because like right now they're on stands and I don't like stands. Anyway, 332s, and then the figure out what size monitor you could go with, but go with two ultra wides up top to give me 5 monitors in the display instead of 6, or in the setup. But that would be a sick setup, you know? I was like, dude, that'd be so cool. It's like, why do you give me bad ideas, Carson? Why? I'm not buying them. Don't worry, Chad. It's not happening. At least not yet. But I was like, dude, that'd look sick. That'd look way cool, right? But not doing it. Not right now, anyway. Maybe sometime in the future, but probably not. The plans for me with monitors are only replace one if one goes out. You know, if one stops working, then maybe do something with it. But otherwise, I don't see buying any different displays. I'm happy with what I have. I have a lot, so I'm happy with what I have. I just thought it was kind of funny. It's like, Carson, stop giving me bad ideas. But he has a lot of those for me. Oh, I left a skipper over there, chat. Y'all didn't even catch it. On the map. It is. Never mind. I'll take care of it in a minute. Just like you. Heck yeah, Bert. Nothing wrong with that. If one goes bad, buy 3 replacements. Plugger, I like the way you think. I like the way you think. Sleep is not currently possible. What? It doesn't have to be nighttime to sleep, does it? Try fast time in like an hour first. I kind of had that problem earlier too. All right. Chat, let's go see if we can hire this guy over yonder, and then we'll jump in the other guy. We'll hire him out in a different field. We're getting it done, chat. We're getting it done. That's all I know. Slowly but surely. 7 and 8 across the top of your keyboard. 8 will go faster. 7 will slow it back down. And a lot of people don't know that. So the more you know, chat. Because knowing is half the battle. Or something. Power, what is the G.I. Joe one? I don't even know. G.I. Joe. Something like that, right? You brute force. Thanks, Fire. And Pepper. Yep, 7 and 8 across the keyboard. You're good to go. It's crazy. There's a lot. People just don't know that one, which is fine. It's totally fine. All right, chat. Look at that. He's done. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Off to another big field. Hi-ho. Hi. Off to work we go. I'm done singing. For now. For now. All right, unfold. We'll run an end row and an end row, and then we'll hit the H button. I'm gonna take my break. That's the plan, chat. That's the plan. Now, we'll see if it happens the way I want it to or not, but it's the plan for now. That is the plan. Up, 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 up. Bag it up. I think he'll be okay for this field, Bert. He might run out of fertilizer, but we'll try. How about this, Bert? I know you didn't tell me to fill him up. You asked a question. But if he runs out, you get to say, I told you so. And if he doesn't, then he'll go to another field and keep working. Or I'll probably fill him up then, because he'll be like empty. Just saying. If he makes it through this field, he will be empty. Okay? That fertilizer, yeah. I mean, using both pretty aggressively, so it's all good. I could put that tender behind here if we need fertilizer. I do have that somewhere. Isn't it? No, it's technically under... What is that under sprayer? Yeah, this guy right here. That'll hold fertilizer. And it hooks up. I won't put it behind here, though. Because that on a hired worker would not be the strategy. No, thank you. I choose actually to get something done, you know? Just throwing that out there. I choose to get something done and not have it stuck. Now this is how fast we need to be planting right here. 61 miles an hour. Plugger, I'm kidding. Plugger's like 60. I see it at 100. Come on. Yeah, it won't back up at all. That would be a good one for me to run, but if you notice, I think the seed and the fertilizer are kind of going to run out at the same time anyway. So it doesn't really matter to have more fertilizer capacity when you're going to run out of seed anyway. So not really a benefit, you know. Now, if it ran out of fertilizer faster, then yes, there would be a great benefit there, but I don't think it's really an issue. The problem is filling these bad boys back up with fertilizer is going to take, you know, forever. Because, well, we'll have to go to the buy point, I guess. That tank for some, I don't know what's up with that tank in the homestead, but it wasn't working today. So. Don't know what's going on there, but that's okay. All right. Get this done and go take my break. Going to where it's actually cool. It's a nice, comfortable 74 in my house. Just saying. No need, plugger, no need. If you're adding zeros, even I could probably figure that one out, right? No, never mind. I won't even attempt it, trust me. I used to mess with that stuff a little bit, but I just don't do it. Better off to have the professionals do it, you see. And I'm not a professional, so. Alright. Alright, we are hired. We will ride with this guy. Chat, I will be back momentarily. 3 o'clock break. Only 12 minutes late today. That's not bad.